You know what? I'm not a lawyer or any type of like law official, but I'm just saying, Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay, darling, sweetheart, honey bear. Listen, darling, what you need to do, please do this. Appeal that judge's decision. You have up until July 20th. Today is what? Monday is the 12th. Appeal the decision. Go right back before another judge. Plead your case. You have one thing and one thing only that can work completely 100% in your favor and turn this whole thing around completely 100%. The fact is that they passed a law within the last 2 years. Please look it up because I heard about your tweet saying that it's illegal to be inhumane, and it's true. You on the right track, ma'am. Listen, this is what I have to say. It's illegal to force somebody to get treatment. If, because it happened to me, I'm suspended from school right now because the school thought I was crazy, and because at one time I was using their services or whatever, and when I went took 3 years off and went back, I was 100% not using their services, so they was just like, oh no. So by the end of the semester they came up with all these bogus complaints about me, and now they're being investigated. It's a law based on that law that says that they cannot force you to get treatment because the state and the church work together, okay? Not to mention religion, but the church in the sense of community, and then the state in the sense of lawmakers. The church have a responsibility to the community and its citizens. Even speaking of Hollywood, okay, Hollywood being the church, meaning that they have a responsibility to their citizens and their well-being and the protection of their citizens, and along with the rest of the citizens. Okay, that being said, the laws have a responsibility to protect and to serve all of the citizens. So the church and the state have this thing where they have a recovery rehabilitation, the Rehabilitation Act. Okay, I don't know if you fall under the Rehabilitation Act for drugs and alcohol, but you do not have to take treatment. You do not have to take psychiatric care. If you are not certifiably insane, which means you're not homicidal, you're not suicidal, whether you're abusing drugs or alcohol or whatever, it's your legal right to refuse services. And what that judge is doing, even if you did violate anything, you can still appeal that decision and go to the court with your rebuttal saying that you have a legal right to refuse the Rehabilitative Act of 1974, which means that the church and the state have to work together to rehabilitate people who fall in the DSM-4 of psychiatric disorders of drug, alcohol abuse, or whatever, or mental depression, or whatever the issue is. Okay, the Rehabilitative Act is in place for people who are certifiably insane, meaning that they're hurting themselves or that they're hurting someone else. You're not suicidal, you're highly functioning, you're a working person, and you're not hurting anybody else. You're not homicidal. So all you can do is get a psychiatrist to say that you are not certifiably insane. Therefore, you do not have to do any jail time and you do not have to go to rehab. That's their way of treatment. You could do a natural homeopathic treatment. You can do any type of other treatment to curb the, you know what I mean, whatever the behavior is, the drugs or alcohol, whatever the issue is. But still do not, you still have control of your life. Is your life, okay? You don't have to go to their treatment just because, do you know how much money they get And not only that, your dignity and all of that. They shouldn't make celebrities cry like that on TV. It's like two wrongs don't make it right. Even if you were doing, smoking or whatever the issue was, smoking weed, or I don't know. I can't say. I'm not a judge. I'm not the judge, and the judge is not the judge to make you go to rehab, because that's just a state um, mandate. It's not something that you have to adhere to, because you have a right to refuse their services. Okay? So just know that. They passed a law against those AA people, making people get into their program at the cost of their dignity. Is humiliating, really. Appeal that decision, please, and get a psychiatrist, or you can get a herbalist, anybody to say you will be treated. Just go to the judge, appeal the decision, tell them you're going to be treated, but not under not under those circumstances, because they don't really treat people. Obviously, they make it seem like it's your fault, because they're kind of inhumane, really. I'm with you. I'm with you.